Ladies and gentlemen, now I am very excited for this rank up video. There are some banging champions that I've just been dying to add to the rank 4 roster, because currently I'm at 22 rank 4 champions. I've got a lot of my favorite nukes just up here raring to go. I'm so happy with the cosmic nukes, so happy with the tech nukes as well, and we just have like one of the most amazing versatile attacker focused rosters, because again, I generally prefer to rank up champions that I enjoy playing, because I just love absolutely smashing through defenders. And I did Battlegrounds, we did kind of the first day live stream, and I also did a little bit of grinding after that, and dude, with a roster, I was on like the most crazy win streak right at the start of the season, so yeah, I just had a really good time so far with the deck, but yeah, overall, dude, like, I've been loving the characters that we got from Cyber Weekend. Like Yondu is just one of my absolute favorites at the moment. But one character that we took up to rank 4 in Cyber Weekend, and I really have tried, I've exhausted between like Titans, regular crystals, just like over 100 crystals this week. I think about 75 7-stars that we've pulled had a chance to be Onslaught this week, but unfortunately none of them were. So you know what, I'm capitulating, I'm giving in, I'm going to use that Awakening Gem. It took me so long to get a single copy of Onslaught, and I'm like, just dude, it's going to take me an eternity to actually awaken him. So we're going to get him up to Sig 100 as well, so he can be a bit more of a menace on defense, because Unawakened Onslaught is a little bit less threatening in comparison. But there we go. Also, an absolute monster for the prestige as well, if we can get a few more levels on him. But I'm just trying to like balance out the Sig Stones a little bit at the moment for some other characters that are going to be coming very soon, because December is going to be a crazy busy month for new champions. Now, rank ups. We have the next 7-star rank 4. I've got a Mystic Gem. I was also going to save this potentially for Pav, but Pav is also just going to get raw resources, but we're going to use the gem itself on Nico Minoru here. Just absolutely phenomenal dual threat Mystic character, arguably the most face roll Mystic champion in the entire game, just shuts off cosmic characters and is just pretty much like a must-have for the current state of Battlegrounds. So Nico, she's going straight up there. I did actually use a generic Awakening Gem on Nico Minoru, because I had 3 of them. I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is going to be a situation where we just can't pull an Awakener, because I really wanted that signature ability. I really wanted the poisons. I really wanted the additional adrenaline, and I also really wanted the personal effects on the opponent are paused during Nico's special attacks as well. So yeah, the Awakened ability, I think it's got like a pretty nice amount of value, and I had some Sig Stones expiring last night from Cyber Weekend, because on the big whale offers there were just so many Sig Stones. So yeah, we absorbed a lot of those, but now we have Nico Minoru up there. That is going to be 7-star rank 423. And now the next character is a character we got super lucky on the crystal opening yesterday, and via Cyber Weekend as well. Some of the rank 4 gems, I've actually got 2 science ones, so ideally it was going to be Lizard and Spider-Woman. Unfortunately, spoiler alert, we tried, dude. We exhausted so many Titan crystals and 5 Nexus crystals, 25 Titans, plus the last batch of Nexus, plus this 5 Nexus. Did not get Spider-Woman, unfortunately, but we just kind of pulled Lizard from a 7-star Titan crystal, and we awakened him organically from a 7-star Titan, and this is the first character that should have backlogged Ascension materials. Kind of the cutoff starts from him when Ascension does arrive kind of early next year. So yeah, taking him up to rank 4, getting the opportunity to play him a little bit when he's going to be available as an ascendable character, and getting those materials to probably take him up to like a 4.5 to rank 5 level equivalent with Ascension, I think is going to be super valuable. Like, Lizard's utility, man, is incredible when you add in the Spider-Man 2099 relic. But if you're not already familiar with this, definitely watch the video we uploaded a couple of days ago on the channel about the interaction that Lizard has with the Spider-Man 2099 relic, because it essentially allows him to trigger his unstoppable and unblockable very easily. This is, yeah, just an absolutely game-changing relic for the character, just due to this accelerated dexterity one, which, yeah, just gives him a massive attack proc, unstoppable and unblockable uptime that is absolutely insane. And I think Lizard, like, generally speaking, for the awakened ability, I did have some additional Sig Stones, so I put in 20 levels into him, but I would say it doesn't really seem like he needs the awakened ability. I think is really nice to have because of the Wither, and a lot of the effects are like nice additional bonuses. It doesn't seem like absolutely essential to the character though. So yeah, I don't think there's 100% need to have Lizard awakened. So even if you have him unawakened, I still think he's going to be a really, really good champion. And yeah, I just don't think the awakened ability like helps out that much to the best of my understanding. It's just a bit more block proficiency, a little bit more retribution scaling. So yeah, even low sig, dude, I think Lizard is still going to kind of do the matches I want him to and put in that work. And now we have Nico Minoru. We're probably going to be banning a lot less Nico Minorus. So yeah, it's good that we kind of introduce like both of those to the roster at the same time here. And then the next character that we're going to be taking up is one that is still a little bit fresh, but I really just want to kind of test the limits of what he can do and see if he's a character that I can rely on. What really intrigues me about Mr. Knight is like that Sleep Lock Wombo combo, because once you get that going in certain matches, dude, it's just really crazy. And I understand kind of a lot of the criticisms of Mr. Knight, because he's a character like a lot of the absolute best characters in the game will finish a match, like a high tier match, in like 20 to 30 seconds. But Mr. Knight feels like he's a character that can consistently kind of cheese around that 30-second mark, but then he finishes the fight at like, you know, 45 to maybe 50 seconds. And then what he can do in slightly longer matchups as well, I think is maybe still a little bit unexplored. But yeah, I think he's a really interesting character. It doesn't seem like he entirely needs the Awakened ability, although I think I would really, really like to have it at some point, but my options at the moment are using either a generic gem or a Founder's War Awakening gem. And I want to save this for Pav, who's going to be available to me out of the Battle Pass in a week and a bit, I believe. So yeah, I need to get Pav up at rank 4, need to get him awakened, and Mr. Knight seems like he might be able to like fly a bit under the radar as well if he's not awakened, and really like clutch out some wins as well. So personally, I'm really excited to play Mr. Knight. I think he could be a pretty awesome character, just as a bit of an unexpected nuke. And I'm kind of debating what relic I want to use on Mr. Knight, because I do have a 7-star Karnak one. I think I'm going to give him my strongest relic, but I do think he has some pretty crazy synergy with a Black Panther one. But in order to do that, I need to rip that off Hitmonkey. But in all fairness, right now, I'm not really using Hitmonkey that much, so I think I might just commit to putting this one on Mr. Knight, because yeah, this one is a pretty interesting relic, because it gives a big kind of cruelty buff when you use the relic. You get additional crit damage rating that can synergize very, very nicely. But it really is like the awakened ability of this relic, that in the full moon phase, the guaranteed critical hits grant additional flat critical damage rating for the rest of the fight. And then this just ramps and ramps and ramps. So yeah, you can get a huge amount of additional crit damage, and this scales very, very well. And you also have the burst physical, so guaranteed critical hits during the full moon phase will deal some additional damage there, and you can reduce the opponent's critical resistance or kind of increase attack rating during the special too. I think a similar setup to Hitmonkey is going to be quite good there. But yeah, I think he's going to take like a little while to get the benefit of this, but also I think maybe it lines up and comes in when it's the right time for Mr. Knight to get that damage. So I need to experiment with that versus using like I've got this Karnak relic from the selector, which has like additional crit damage rating as the primary, and then what is it, additional crit rating as the secondary. So this one may potentially just be better because it like comes in a bit more immediately. And yeah, I need to have a bit of a play around. I need to do a bit of testing with both of these, because I can't really say with confidence right now which is the the better one for Mr. Knight, but I think this one has more potential in longer matchups. I'm just curious as to whether or not this one kind of like comes out a little bit ahead in kind of shorter and Battlegrounds matchups or not. So yeah, I need to do a bit of testing. But if there's anything else you know about relics with Mr. Knight especially, any sort of like interesting combinations. I don't know if there's anything with like the Black Widow relic as well and his kind of like ability accuracy reduction that kind of could play in there a little bit. So yeah, maybe there's something going on there. But yeah, he's a character I still need to get very used to playing and kind of discover a bit more about his kit and how to kind of navigate certain matches. But yeah, I think Mr. Knight to me is just, I love a good skill champion. I love guaranteed crits. I love just like these like 30k dropping massive basic attacks. It just feels really, really good. So yeah, he's a little slower, but I also just want to see how he feels. And I think we're at that point kind of with our 7-star rank 4 roster. Again, we've got the core of what we need. It's just about like having fun, trying some new champions, and when you're at this point as well, sometimes champions really surprise you and sometimes they're a little bit underwhelming, but it's just being able to take those risks and kind of explore different characters there as well. Now, for the rest of the resources, again, I'll just go to any character. I've got quite a few characters that I want to rank up, but let's just, use Ironheart as an example here. So I actually have, via the base resources, 2 more 7-star rank 4s I can do. So one of those is going to be Imperiosa. As soon as Imperiosa comes out, dude, Imperiosa to me is just a very weird and interesting character. And I really like Solvark, so I want to have Imperiosa up there. I love my Cosmic Champions, dude. I'm a very, very big fan. Just to have kind of like the ultimate Cosmic Nuke roster. But I'm curious to see if Imperiosa is going to be an alright kind of dual threat in Battlegrounds. But regardless, I'm just going to be the person that immediately takes Imperiosa up to rank 4. Just to kind of test out the character and see how practical and good Imperiosa actually is. But in my experience in Vancouver, I really enjoyed like the very different playstyle of Imperiosa. If you kind of like start almost at that special 3, you get to dunk it, and then you just get that massive passive degeneration or corrosion, and you just refresh it, and that feels pretty good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We are also going to rank 4 Pav, and then the last rank 4 character is probably going to be saved for one of the Banquet champions, because again, those are less than 2 weeks away, and we've got the 2 in the box. We've got Kingpin, Absman, Scorpion, Hulkling, especially like I'm eyeing up those 2 for rank 4. I think as well, like Nimrod, I need to do a little bit of testing. X23 is still very unknown. Valkyrie, I think with a Valkyrie relic, dude, I'm really, really interested to test Valkyrie of the Valkyrie relic, because this relic is so powerful in terms of the additional block penetration and fury scaling it gives to Valkyrie in particular. So yeah, I'm curious to see like if Valkyrie really still is that character with this relic. And then we also have Thor Jane Foster as well, who I'm not too sure is really my cup of tea, but maybe she's going to surprise a little bit at 7-star rank 4. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's rank up video and lots of yapping. There we go. We got a few new additions to the rank 4 roster. We are now at 25 7-star rank 4 characters, and we also now have an awakened version of Onslaught. So yeah, that's a pretty good time. Time to get increasingly more toxic in Battlegrounds. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy today's video, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.